Hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Atomos Tarot, and today's question is, do they still think about you? Okay, so this is intended generally for people who are in no contact with your person, but again, take it how it resonates. So I have 3 piles to choose from. I have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 is with Amazonite, no. Yes, Amazonite, and Tarot de Divine. Pile 2 is with Austere Tarot and Moss Agate. And then pile 3 is with Lubanka Tarot and Blue Sandstone. Okay. So I'll give you a minute to choose whichever pile resonates. That could be the crystal / stone or the cards. And then you can go down below in the description to pick your timestamps, and then we'll go from there. Okay, hi there, pile 1. So you picked the Amazonite and Tarot de Divine. So before I get into your tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person to see if you picked the right pile. Otherwise, you might want to pick a different pile. So I'll start off with some oracle cards, and then we'll go from there. Also, sorry if you hear any talking in the background. I don't live alone, so there it is. Pile 1, what's pile 1's person like? Oh, that was quick. Oh, 2 cards. Okay, we'll take both. Okay, well, my deck was in reverse. Okay, I have lizard and bear. Okay, so bear is an earth sign. That could be Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. And I have a lizard, which is a fire sign. For some reason, when I was talking about this, the fire signs came out a lot stronger in my head. So that would be Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Take those signs if they resonate. If they don't, that's okay. It could just be the personality traits. Okay, this feels like a person who is kind of like not loud in your face, very subdued, very quiet. It's not in the same way where like an animal could be a predator where they like stalk their prey, but this feels more like someone who's patient at waiting. They have a lot of patience is what I'm getting at, a lot of patience. But they know the right time to strike, but they don't strike the same way like a crocodile would or something like that. It feels very much like a very patient way, and then when they see that you're struggling, then that's when they'll step in. So it's kind of like a parent who lets their child do what they want. Not want, but like will let the child do their own mistakes. And when it gets to a point where it's actually like gonna hurt the child or is not conducive to their learning, that's when they'll step in and be like, okay, and then gentle nudge to them in the right direction kind of thing. Yeah, this person feels very go with the flow as well, and very what is it? I don't like, there's a certain word that keeps coming down, because if I'm looking at the border of this card, the watercolors are spilling out of the border. This person is very maybe artistic or free spirited, but they're also very stable and yeah, very cool. They have the like cool aunt vibes. They're not super worried about thinking so hard about everything. They just kind of are like living it day by day. This person could maybe be struggling with some sort of money issues or financially. And so that's why they're taking it just like day by day by day. It kind of also looks like with this reptile, maybe like a chain fence or something like that. So maybe they are being held back by things in their life that isn't necessarily conducive for them to be in a relationship or have a better job or things like that. But yeah. Okay. Let's get some more. Your person's shuffles are so smooth, like so smooth. Yeah, I feel like they're very easy to talk to, very easy to get along with. They're very chill. Yeah. They are not the type to hide their intentions right away. So I have figure 43, cattail, victory, protection from lightning. Okay. Safety, beginnings, and peace. Yeah, they feel like a very peaceful person. They are not out to like, they're kind of I don't know, stoner vibes, I guess. Very, yeah, very simple-minded. Not minded, but like they're not dumb or anything, but they're okay with the simplicity of their life. I also have figure 40, Mango, which is happiness, love, family, kindness, and desires. I usually think of this card as quite a basil, like lustful kind of card. So yeah, again, this makes me feel like they're not super spiritual or super into like thinking super deep about the world around them or things like that. They feel very much like in reality, grounded, and like is okay with just enjoying the pleasures that life has to offer them. I think they do live a life with like a lot of kindness. They do seem like the type of person who does not text back very frequently. They feel like it feels like they will text you, but after like hours in the day. Like they'll text you every day, but it will take them hours to get to you, kind of thing. And I don't think it's necessarily in a way that's just like, I think this person's like that with like everybody basically. And I think with you, it was probably like, yeah, they were willing to talk to you every single day, even though they normally don't even do that with their friends, kind of thing. They seem quite self-sufficient, like they don't need people around as much. And with both of my cards almost like facing forward here, like they're both facing to the right, which means looking to the future ahead. They're not the type of person to dwell on the past. I think they're the type of persons that are like, let it be, this will pass. Like it's, you know, tomorrow's a better day, tomorrow's a new day. And not necessarily in an optimistic way, but in a way that's just like, it is what it is, you know? Again, I'll get a couple more cards. What is pout? Whoa, your person's like so fast to give me information here. Yeah, exactly. King of Wands, and I also have High Priestess in reverse. High Priestess upright is like, you know, mysterious, very spiritual, very someone who's in tune with their third eye, and like, you know, spirituality and things like that. But here, King of Wands is a very passionate card. They go with a lot of their gut instincts, a lot of their desires, emotion, especially like that Mango, very desirable. But this is also like, I feel like a more subdued way of having someone who's very passionate. They don't seem like super angry or anything, but they embody a lot of fire traits here. But with the High Priestess in reverse, they could hide a lot of emotions from you. Like they're not the type of person to really like say a lot of things. They might be kind of like a stoic person sometimes. They feel more chill than they do like scary, stoic, or intimidating. But you know, bears can be intimidating and lizards can be quite scary if you like have them as pets or whatever. But both of these creatures are quite gentle to like their youngs or whatever. Well, at least the bear is. I'm not sure. What else am I getting? Yeah, maybe they have like, because whenever, like when I was looking at these tentacles of this octopus lady for my High Priestess, it felt very much like someone clutching on and like commitment, versus in reverse makes me feel like they weren't really the type to commit or really offer commitment. I don't think they're necessarily against it, but it's more just like a go with the flow type of feeling, you know? But yeah, so if that sounds like your person, this is your pilot, and then I'll get into your tarot cards to answer, do they still think about you? So I'm going to set these to the side, and then we'll answer that question. Can you see that? Okay. Okay, there we are. All right. So, pile one. Pile one. Has pile one's person, does pile one's person still think about them? Pile one's person still think about them? Does pile one's person still think about pile one? Okay. I have Queen of Coins in reverse. Okay. pile one's person. I have 6 of swords in reverse. Oh, pile one's person. Okay, hanged man. Upright. 5 of swords upright. Okay. Emperor in reverse. Okay. And King of Wands. Again, King of Wands. And then I have the Magician. Okay. I would say yes, but also you're not kind of like the priority in their brain right now. I don't think they have any intention of like reaching out to you at the moment. It really feels like, I don't know, something is going on with their financial or career, something that, I don't know, like, I'm close to poverty or something, like they're really struggling financially right now. And with the 6 of Swords in reverse here, it makes me feel like maybe you wanted to move towards something that was more stable, solid, committed with them, but they weren't really necessarily ready for that, or could be that for you. They're like, I feel like to them it's a very distant future. I think they're very hardworking. I think that they've gone through a lot of stuff in their life. I think maybe y'all argued quite a bit. But again, your person is quite patient and can be very stubborn, I will say. I feel like there are times when they are quite lucky and they like are just hardworking, because this Magician, Emperor, and Knight of Wands, they have a lot of passion to achieve the things they want, but like they don't really have the means to achieve that other than willpower or determination. Money is tight on them, and it's tough. I think they are stuck in a situation where they don't really have a choice other than to work really hard. And so right now in their brain, it doesn't feel like you're a priority to them. I think they think quite that you're gorgeous and beautiful, but like I'm not getting much of you and their thoughts at this moment, just because I think right now they're really focused on their career or life or things like that. I think if you did argue things like that, they're very stubborn in their thought process and stuff, like, so they don't want to actually think about what you've said, or like, I guess, confront the realities that you might have made them, you know, think about. But I think it's starting to spark something in their thought process, but really, like, they're thinking more along the lines of, they're thinking more along the lines of like, yeah, their career and life and finances, and the Emperor can be quite cutthroat in the way they interact with people. And so I think when you told them we're done, to them it was just like, okay, we're done. I don't think this person is necessarily keeping the door open for you, but they're also not necessarily closing it either. I think they just kind of are like, it is what it is. Again, that vibe where it's just like, if they want to continue this relationship, great. If they don't, they don't. I don't think they'd be opposed for it, but again, I don't feel like you are necessarily a priority in their brain right now. Let me get some more cards to clarify. Yeah, Empress in reverse. I think they thought highly of you, like Empress in reverse, Queen of Coins. I think that you're able to provide for yourself, but maybe they started to think, I don't know, maybe that you got too clingy. But, or that, especially with this Empress here and this Emperor, that you were a perfect match, but there's something that's blocking this connection, not quite, you know, making this right for you both. That, I don't know, maybe like wrong timing or something like that, or there is attributes in you that they really like, but maybe not the right person kind of thing. But yeah. Is pile one's person thinking about them? Pile one's person thinking about them. Pile one's person thinking. Okay, that's too many cards. I'm putting those back. Pile this person thinking, ooh. Okay, sure, I'll take it. Okay. Ooh, okay. Queen of Swords, the Devil in reverse, and then I have Nine of Cups. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I feel like they did think that you had such great potential, that things could have been great, and like you were their wish or whatever, but like with this Devil in reverse and this Queen of Swords, it was a lot more, they're a lot more cutthroat about the way they interact with you. I feel like they were very stubborn with their ideals and they weren't really compromising with a lot of things. And again, I think that maybe comes from their hard life or growing up, or maybe their hard life right now, where they have to be that person who is decisive and you know, go kind of cutthroat about like things and making the tough decisions kind of things. Like this person makes a lot of tough decisions, and I think when you ended it, they were just kind of like, okay, we're done then. Like I don't know what you want from me now at this point. Is very much the vibe. But I think they like, yeah, really saw like some magic with you and like a great potential with you, and like things. Also, the back of the deck is Tower. Yeah, you really changed their life and their outlook. But I have the Ten of Swords underneath that. Like you changed a lot of how you kind of flipped their world upside down. But maybe they were starting to realize that their way that they're working right now is not good for their mental health or good for their physical health, and it's really draining for them. But again, I feel like to them you are more like a dream at this point rather than something tangible, because they are moving towards something that is, they want to move towards something that is, but they can't move there yet to something that's stable and great and solid. Before I end the reading, I do want to grab some channeled love messages from your person. Oh my gosh, your person is so cute. I want us to be closer. Okay. Okay. I want to tell everyone about you. Oh, okay. I love you. Oh. I feel like y'all were in like quite a serious relationship. And maybe the reason why it doesn't feel quite as you're always on their mind kind of thing, I think it's because to them you've already become ingrained in their lives, that it's just like normal to have you there. So it's not really necessarily that this person thinks about you constantly. They have like other things that they think about, priorities in their head, because maybe they're just taking you for granted is what it is. Like this person's always going to be here, so I can, you know, focus on other things. Yes. So if you're thinking of a question or whatever, that could be the answer. Or that could have been confirmation of what I just said. Okay. You hurt me. Ooh, I'm jealous underneath that. And then I'm going to put the rest of these cards back. Okay. I'm jealous. That could have been the Devil, and you hurt me. Five of Swords is a bullying card. So you could have gotten quite a lot of arguments kind of thing. You could have hurt just like their ego or something like that, but okay. I have this connection drains me. I was talking about their draining life, and I can't give you what you deserve right now. And I talked about that as well a little bit, where this person is focused on other things right now, and they don't necessarily have the energy to provide you what you deserve. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you, Pile 1. If that reading resonated, please leave a like and subscribe so you get notified for whenever I post a new video. And comment down below what pile you picked and if it resonated or not. I love reading those. But if that's everything, thank you so much, Pile 1. I hope you'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi there, Pile 2. So you picked Moss Agate and Nosfera Tarot. And today's question that we're answering is, do they still think about you? Do they think about you? So before I get into your tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person to see if this is the right pile or not. And if it's not, then you might want to pick a different pile. Otherwise, we'll go from there. Okay, so I'll start with some oracle cards for that. Okay, what is pile two's person like? Pile two's person like. Okay, I'll take those two cards. I have Phoenix and Dragonfly. Ooh, okay. Straight off the bat, wings. Wings, lots of wings. Very flighty, very free-spirited. Doesn't like... It has her head in the clouds a lot. This is associated with the chakras, and I think this is the root chakra. And then here, Dragonfly is associated with air signs, and that would be Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. So your person is very out there, very spiritual, but still like kind of grounded in reality. But really, they are kind of in dreamland all the time. Maybe they like hiking, things like that, like clearing their head and mind and things like that. Also, right now I'm getting the vibe of like, lazy. I don't want to say lazy, but like very much like, I don't want to be here. Like, I want to go like do my own thing, things like that. Like, yeah, very much like wants to live life the way that they want to live life. Kind of uncompromising a little bit, but it looks like a flame, so they're very passionate. And then also the coldness here, it's like hot and cold. Maybe this person was hot and cold with you, or maybe they are very like dualistic, like they have a lot of duality to them. Pile two, what is pile two's person like? Okay, I got these two cards. Anemone. That's figure 14, Forsaken Love, Sickness, Anticipation, Peace. And I have Snapdragon, Deception, Graciousness, Strength. Yeah. Yeah, maybe they have this mentality like, oh, the grass is always greener on the other side. It's like not, it's almost like people are expendable to them. In a way. I think they can be quite, I think they had a lot of things, like they're not they're not the type of person that really lets people in all that much. And if they do, it's almost like you're always second guessing, or you're always on your toes with this person. They might snap at you a lot, or they might take their anger out on you a lot. Yeah, this person feels very less than bare minimum. Like, I think at the beginning they tried a lot harder, but then over time it just becomes less and less and less and less. You know? It's so weird because I'm feeling so like, I want to say sleepy, or I want to say like tired, and I just like really started this reading. I've done only pile one, and I'm just like, ooh, and I normally don't feel this way, so I'm feeling like your person is just like lazy, is what I'm getting. Very lazy. And like, maybe it's not necessarily lazy for like their work or things like that, but like if they care about it, they really care about it. But if they don't, they're just like, whatever. Like, I could like give two craps, you know? Like, that's very much the vibes. And that's not necessarily fair to you, because like they only give you as much as they want, rather than actually like taking you into consideration, or caring about your needs, or caring about you in general. What is pile two person like? Oh my gosh. So I have the, what is this? 5 of Wands, and what is this? 7 of coins. Okay, I feel like, yeah, with you, it almost felt like you're always waiting for this person, waiting for them to do the right thing, waiting for them to ask you on a date, waiting for them to take initiative, waiting for them to do the stuff. But it was always like you having to fight to get this person's attention, or get this person to do stuff for you. I think when they did do stuff for you, though, it was like, they very much have like that vibe where it's like go big or go home, rather than someone who's kind of consistent, again, very hot and cold. And then here, I think maybe y'all fought a lot. And usually the 5 of Wands, I see it as more of a fun way of fighting, rather than a malicious, really mean way of fighting. But in this card, these two tigers are really going at it here. And the funny thing is, I even have like this shirt that has 2 lines. One is white and one is orange on this shirt. And it reminds me very much of a very chill vibe that I'm going for that day. Or very much like, I like what I like, F off kind of thing. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I think when it came to you, it was like, I don't know, like, it almost like you had to prove your worth to this person, and you never should feel like you have to do that. But this person is quite charismatic. Like, they draw a lot of people in, but they're kind of mean. They're kind of selfish. Selfish is the right word. Selfish. I think with this forsaken love thing here, and sickness, it make anticipation piece, it makes me feel like they constantly thought about like other things other than the moment that they're in. Where it's just like, oh, it would be better if it was like this, or it would be better if you were like this, or like, I wish it was more like this. And like, yeah, they have this mentality of like, the grass is greener on the other side, than rather than having a lot of gratitude for what they have right now, which is weird because this is one of the more spiritual cards in this deck. I think they have big ideas and thoughts, and they understand a lot about society, but again, they're quite, I want to say, selfish. But again, they seem quite passionate and fiery. They seem like the type of person that when they like something, they will go for it, and that's it. Like, when their mind is set, that's it. But yeah, I think that's all I have for your person. I'm going to move these to the sides and then get your tarot cards out to answer, do they still think about you? Okay. Was this always in reverse? Yeah, I feel like then that means that they're impatient. But I don't remember if this was always in reverse or what happened here, but all right. So I have your tarot cards, and we're going to answer, do they still think about you? Okay. Yeah. I feel like there was not equal give and take in your relationship here. Okay. I didn't ask the question yet, but all right. Okay. Does pile two's person think about them? Pile two's person think about them. Okay, I have 5, 6, 7, 8 of coins in reverse. Ace of swords. So with this card, with my 7 of coins and then 8 of coins progressing, makes me feel there's a progression, but it's only getting worse. I think with your person, it's kind of like you knew that they were already detaching themselves, but I don't know, you were maybe like waiting for the right timing, but there's never really a right timing. 5 of coins in reverse. King of wands in reverse. The lovers in reverse. And I have 9 of cups in reverse. Okay. 2 of wands, 2 of coins in reverse. I want to say yes, they're thinking about you, but from a very selfish place. It's almost like they miss what you could do for them rather than what they could have done for you. I'm not necessarily like seeing a lot of guilt from your person, other than they wish that they tried harder so that it was easier. Like, you made them feel comfortable, is what I'm getting. I think they really, really took advantage of your kindness, your love, your generosity, your warmth, but didn't actually like give that back. And I think like when you took that all away, they felt quite like lonely, really lonely here with that 5 of coins in reverse. But it's almost like with a lot of these, oh my gosh, all these cards are in reverse. All these cards in reverse, it's like they don't understand that like what they have done is what caused this to end, what caused this to stop working. Everything they've done is a direct reaction to like you're not gonna let them treat you that way anymore, you know? Um, oh wow, these are all in reverse. This person is not getting it. And I think, quite honestly, with all these cards in reverse, I feel like there's gonna be something happening where your person's gonna get quite a lot of karma towards them. I think for you, it took a lot of strength to pull yourself away from this relationship and really say, like, no, I'm gonna put myself first, and like I have given so much to this person and they're not reciprocating, and like they just keep taking and taking and taking and they don't give. And I think they think about you a lot, but only in a very selfish way. Like, oh, this person did this and this and this for me, like now who's gonna do it? Or like, I don't want to do this now, or something like that. Very privileged person, very privileged thinking this person has, and they really take people for granted. I Yeah, I don't know. I feel like some pretty big karma is gonna come towards them though, with like especially like all these cards are reverse. With the lovers here, I feel like the universe is like, I sent you someone so freaking amazing to help you like think and learn and grow as a person, but like you are not taking the lessons to heart. This person has stopped giving to you, and yet you are selfishly thinking about it, but not even from the perspective of the person you hurt. Um, the Fool. Yeah, it's almost like the universe is telling your person. I know usually the Fool is to indicative of like someone starting a journey and like learning and being a little naive and starting that, but with a lot of hope and optimism. But here it's almost like the cards or the universe is kind of saying to this person, you're a fool. You're like an idiot. Like, so, whoa. Okay. Does pile 2% think about them? Ace of Coins, upright. What is this? Okay, I have 2 cards there. Queen of, what is this? Queen of Coins, upright. And then I have Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, your person could have had such an amazing, stable life with you. Could have started something amazing with you, phenomenal with you. You're like literally a queen. Again, not meant to be gender specific or anything, but holy hell, strength. Yeah, I think this is more indicative about you right now. Especially these 4 cards. I feel like you took a lot of strength to be able to pull yourself away from this and say like, no, I'm gonna put myself first, and you know, I deserve kindness and I deserve someone who's gonna reciprocate everything I give them. You're quite fierce. Like this queen is surrounded by these like goat ram things, right? Those are some scary horns. Like they will hurt if they try to charge at you. Similarly here, this lady here is surrounded by this super strong dragon, but like look how peaceful these animals are around this like queen. Like this person you have a lot of control and like have a lot of fierceness, and you won't ever attack someone for no reason. And like you've extended this coin to this person so many times, I feel like, and they've constantly not taken it. With the Lovers in reverse and this 4 of Wands in reverse, it makes me feel like there was a potential for commitment, but it just never actually worked out. And like you're like a self-made person. Like you feel like a person who does their own cooking, does their own cleaning, does their own everything, and like you just want someone who will be a partner rather than someone you have to take care of. And I think you're used to taking care of people, especially like this queen holding that baby there. You're used to taking care of people, but like this time you deserve someone to take care of you. You deserve someone who is not going to make you feel like you always have to be on guard. Whenever this card comes out, it's a sword stuck in a skeleton, and that makes me always think of like killing a dead thing. And I think you kept going in this relationship hoping that it was going to be better, but like this person is just draining. I think they really think about you. I think they have a lot of ego, and I think they have a lot of pride, and I think that they really took advantage of you, and that's not fair to you. But yeah. I think that's that. I think I'll get some channeled love messages from your person to see what they're thinking. Channeled love messages from pile 2's person. Pile 2's person. Ooh, I just burped again. Whenever I burp during readings, it makes me think releasing of some sort of toxicity. So I have, if you were a worm, I'd still love you. So maybe you laughed and joked a lot with this person. Everything reminds me of you. Okay. I feel like I don't deserve you, and that is right. They don't deserve you. Maybe. See, they're still indecisive though. They feel, oh, okay. With this like worm thing, it's almost like it's always meant as like a jokey thing rather than like something serious. And so maybe like whenever you were doing serious talks, they would use a lot of humor to deflect. Or they didn't like having serious conversations, really. I love you. Wow. There's another card there. I want to tell everyone about you. Okay. And then maybe one more. You're so cute. Yeah. Yeah. So that's all I have for you, pile 2. If that reading resonated, please leave a like and subscribe so you get notified for whenever I post a new video. I would also love to read your comments down below, so comment down below which pile you picked and like if it resonated or not. I'd love to hear that. But if that's everything, thank you so much, pile 2, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi there, pile 3. So you picked the Lubanco Tarot and Blue Sandstone. So today's question is, do they still think about you? Are they thinking about you? So before I get into your tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person to see if you have the right person. I'm also sorry if you hear any speaking in the background or talking in the background. I don't live alone. So there's that. So I'll start with some oracle cards and we'll go from there. Pile 3's person like? Pile 3's person like? Whoa, a lot. Okay. So I have golden egg and cheetah. I feel like your person is kind of defensive, kind of runs away, kind of almost when any sort of like conflict arises. So this is a chakra card and this is a fire sign. So that is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And I want to check which chakra that's part of. Golden egg. Golden egg. Golden egg is part of heart chakra. This is your heart chakra. I think they've been hurt a lot in the past before, and so they're quite guarded with their feelings and their emotions and who they let in. If you think this golden egg has the consistency of gold, that shell could be gold. If you think it has the consistency of something that's like an eggshell, they could be quite fragile actually, and maybe have a lot of ego. Only take this as if it resonates, but this card coming up in a love reading makes me think maybe this person was a cheater, because cheetah. But again, only take that if it resonates. I feel like that's only for a very, very small amount of people, because it more or less feels like to me someone who is quite guarded, protective, runs away once any sort of issues arise. Maybe they kind of are the type of person that will love bomb in the beginning and then like get scared when things get real, and so they'll like pull away really quickly. Yeah. Pile 3's person, what are they like? Wow, your person gives a lot of cards immediately. Yeah, maybe, yeah, they're the type of person that gives a lot in the beginning, but then pulls back a lot afterwards. Oh my gosh, pile. Aries person. I have Snapdragon, figure 30. This also came up in the other reading, but the thing I'm most drawn about here is the age, 30. So maybe this person is in their 30s or a little older. And then I have Block Dahlia, betrayal, murder, sadness, negativity, elegant. Yeah. This again feels like someone who's maybe older, maybe a little cynical, maybe a little, you know, jaded, I guess is the word to say. Yeah. This person seems maybe depressed. Especially with this concentric circles happening here. These circles in a spiral here is very anxiety inducing, right? I mean, I have a bunch of like, I know this is meant to be protective, but again, I have a bunch of circles, dark shapes and masses around a figure in the middle. Yeah, and it's also very interesting that on the outside it's like goldish, reddish at the background, but then in the center here it's goldish, and then it's flipped black and white, and then black and white here. I think your person maybe, I feel like your person is quite a balanced person, actually. I feel like they're quite balanced, but they have a lot of, maybe they put themselves down a lot. Lots of negative self-talk. But they seem like, you know, actually a genuinely kind of sweet person. I don't know. I feel like that something has happened where they have learned to be guarded and protective and have maybe hide a lot of things. So wear a lot of masks and stuff. They think about the past a lot, especially with this cheetah looking backwards. What the? When did all these cards flip over? See, again, like your person is so quick to like turn the cards over, but like, what? Like that's not, okay. Pile 3's person, what are they like? Pile 3's person, what are they like? Okay, again, so many cards are flipped over here. I have Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this makes me feel like someone who's older but doesn't maybe have judgment. A lot of relationships, or not a lot of serious relationships, I want to say, in the past. Maybe they had a lot of relationships, but again, nothing got super serious. Maybe one or two kind of thing. Judgment always makes me think of like some sort of looking at the past, analyzing things like that, and especially with this cheetah looking backwards, and they're quite reflective. Pages are quite youthful and one of the younger court cards. However, within in reverse, again, it makes me feel like your person doesn't have a whole bunch of maybe experiences in life that someone their age might supposed to have, but like whatever time frames or whatever, right? It doesn't matter. Like you do life at your own pace. Like it doesn't matter. But I think this person is quite guarded around other people, and like I think there's this joy and youth in them that they're just scared of showing to other people. Especially with this page in the reverse, the golden egg with that egg in the center, and like this cheetah running away. Like your person has been hurt in the past quite significantly, where they have learned to put a mask on, they have learned to hide away, they've learned to become defensive, they've learned how to run at the first sight of any sort of problem when that arises. They're quite, I mean, maybe introverted is the right word. I don't know if that's the right word, but they don't let a lot of people in. Even though on the inside they can be quite joyful and youthful, and maybe you've seen that, maybe other people have seen that, but really that's not necessarily, they don't necessarily let a lot of people in. I think that's that, and I'm gonna get into your tarot cards now. To answer the question. Okay. So I've never actually used this deck before, so you know, something new. Okay, pile 3's person. Do they? Wow. Do they think about pile 3? Does pile 3's person think about pile 3? Pile 3's person. Pile 3's person think about pile 3. Okay. I have death. Okay. Upright. It's so interesting that they were so quick with these cards, but then not. Two of Cups, right? Okay. Absolutely, they are thinking about you. King of Cups in reverse. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I have Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Wands in reverse. Six of Wands upright. Back of the deck, I have Seven of Wands. Okay, a lot of Wands, a lot of fire energy. So that's Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Death is Scorpio. Okay. Wow. Okay. So first of all, yes, your person thinks about you a lot. A lot. I think, I don't know, it doesn't feel like you're no contact with this person. I feel like you are talking with this person. But like maybe they have things going on in their life where they can't, they want to give you so much more, but they can't. And I don't think they're necessarily doing anything wrong by you at this point. But it's just like, they want to be able to see you more, talk to you more, you know, be with you more. Like here we have two blindfolded people, right? With the Two of Cups here, and that's supposed to be quite a romantic card there. I think your person is battling a lot of stuff. A lot of, I want to say, mental health issues and a lot of things like that. A lot of trauma that they have to still sort through. Four of Wands upright, again, is like a kind of marriage card. It leading to something more filling. Two of Cups, again, quite a romantic partnership kind of card. King of Cups, like wanting to give you, but with it in reverse again, is making me feel like they can't give you all the emotional satisfaction you deserve. But this here, like there looks like there's this, ooh. It looks like this person is like battling all of these other things, right? And also back here, I have the King of Wands. I don't know if anybody here watches anime or likes anime, but this figure here reminds me of Endeavor. And Endeavor in that show, in My Hero Academia, is quite an abusive father. So maybe this person has dealt with an abusive father. And they've learned to fight back and they've learned to be defensive. Again, that cheetah, that spirit of like not, like still not backing down even though the world has given them a lot of crap. They're still fighting. They're still a fighter. They still have that fire sign. They still have that energy to go for it and be, and get what they want. Six of Wands is victory. And I think your person has gone through a lot, but they've also accomplished a lot too. They absolutely do think about you. Like look how melancholic this person is like thinking. I think they like any sort of spare moment they have, they're thinking about you. I don't know. I feel like this person hasn't necessarily like hurt you, but they haven't quite let you in maybe, and they're going through some sort of transformation, right? Death cards here. Some sort of transformation where it's hard for them to, you know, live. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple more cards. Sorry if I'm a bit slower at reading these ones, just because there's new imagery here, and again, this is the first time I'm really working with this deck for y'all. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's nothing, this doesn't feel like your person is malicious here. It doesn't feel like your person is a bad person. Okay. Two of Wands. Yeah. Maybe they're like in between a choice. Maybe they want to ask you for more, or maybe they want more, but they just can't give that to you quite yet. I have Seven of Swords. So I have Seven of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Swords upright is usually some sort of deception card happening, and also deception happening there. But I feel like in this case, it's more like some sort of mask your person is putting on, rather than it being like malicious. Two of Wands, Two of Cups. Makes me feel like twos make me feel choices. And I feel like your person is trying to make a choice here. Okay. I have Eight of Swords in reverse, and I have Page of Cups upright, and then Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like your person is maybe pessimistic about a lot of things, because Eight of Swords is an anxiety-inducing card, and Four of Cups is looking at all of the things that, and not realizing that you have such an amazing thing at your hand. Page of Cups, though, makes me feel like your person has some sort of hope. And also with the Six of Wands, your person has some sort of hope, and I think you're kind of the person who has given them a lot of hope. Yeah. These also look like candles to me. I know they're trees, but they kind of look like candles and candle wax. And so they're just ready to be lit at this point. They're ready to be lit. Yeah, I think your person is ready for more. Is just going through it. Just going through it. And I think they think about you a lot. So I'm going to get some channeled love messages from your person. Oh, pile 3's person. Channeled love messages from pile 3's person. So these cards tend to like stick together. So I'll usually just take the top card of if a giant pile comes out kind of thing. Okay, that is a giant pile. I want to grow old with you. Give me time. Yeah, I feel like, but this person's almost like worth the wait, you know what I mean? We are meant to be. Thank you for being so kind. Yeah, I think this person really appreciates, and this does not take you for granted. I think you are the one. Oh, that's so sweet. I think your person is genuinely, yeah, I think they think highly of you. And I think they're so ready to open up to you, but they're just scared, you know? They're scared. And I don't know what it is in the past that has made them super traumatized. No matter what you choose, I understand. Yeah. And like, that's the thing. Like, if you decide like, no, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to do this with you. I can't wait. I don't want to do this with you. They won't get mad at you about it. They won't hold it against you. They won't, whatever. I'm so attracted to you. And maybe one more. Okay. I know I messed up. Yeah. So maybe they did mess up. Oh. So maybe they did mess up something. And maybe it's that cheater thing that was happening. But again, only take that if it resonates. But I think that's all I have for you, pile 3. If that's everything, if that reading resonated, please leave a like and subscribe so you get notified for whenever I post a new video. I would also love to read your comments down below, so comment down below. I love reading them. But if that's everything, thank you so much, pile 3. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye!